Good morning, everybody. I'm still up here with my in-laws today. We are going out for our morning walk. I have Titus here on the long line, and I have Biscuit. That is my mother-in-law's dog. And I wanted to make this video this morning about when to switch tools, because Titus is back on the long line this morning. Even though I had him on the e-collar for, what's today, Thursday, for 3 days. Fully e-collar, no line attached to him with the e-collar. It was just the e-collar alone. But I wanted to make a video on when to switch tools because it's really important to know this helpful tip, I think. So there we were out yesterday, walking with the Titus on his e-collar, and over a couple miles away, somebody started shooting because we're out in the woods and it's hunting season, and he heard the pops of the gun and he got really nervous and really scared and wanted to get away. And so he actually kind of ran into some of the bushes and sat there, which is typical for a dog who is fearful and want to get away and hide somewhere. So in that moment, the e-collar would not have been a good tool because the dog is already in a state of fear. So if I start trying to correct with the e-collar when the dog's already in the state of fear, I'm really not doing him any good. I'm just making him more anxious. So what we did was we switched tools. We used the tool that we needed for the situation, which is the long line on his prong collar. So what we're doing right now, come on buddy, is we're saying, hey, just stay with me. Just stay with me. And that's really helpful to do when you have a fearful dog. So what we did with Titus, yesterday we went back, we got the long line, we put the prong collar on, we came back outside, and we just did this. We just moseyed around out here. We just walked around. And even though those sounds were still going and he was still nervous, he was still fearful, he wasn't taken off because he was on the long line. So he really didn't have the option to take off. But what it's doing is it's creating that you still have to stay with the pack, even though you are feeling uneasy about something. You can't just go taking off. You have to stay with me. So the long line is really helpful in that because I'm still setting boundaries. So he can still be away from me, as you're seeing here, right? He's still away from me, but he has to stay with me. So right now, see how he's looking away? I'm gonna start walking the other direction. And he has to follow me. Good boy. Good boy. And we're doing this just to reinforce that, like, it's all right out here, everything's fine, you just have to stay with me. So I wanted to just make that quick video just to show you when to switch tools. Know when to switch tools in your dog training. It can be very helpful for your dog and less stressful for you, because if I was out there yesterday trying to force the e-collar in that situation, I would have been frustrated because more likely than not, it's not going to work. So going back to the long line is okay. It's not a regression. I'm actually still helping Titus through not being fearful. And it was helpful having Biscuit with us as well, because she doesn't care about the sounds. So she was kind of the helper dog in that situation too for Titus. So that's the video I wanted to make this morning. Just some quick thoughts of knowing to switch tools. And yeah, happy training. Send me your questions. We'll see you next time.